Okay, over here are some flares by this fallen box. And yeah, so that manuscript is just telling us what happened after I left the radio station. Agent Nightingale got yelled at by the radio host Pat Main. Got some enemies. I'm gonna use some flares because there's a generator here. Turn that on. Oh my, that was stupid of him. Cool, so I got a revolver, but I don't got that much ammo right now, so want to use it sparingly. Now make sure you're on the lookout right now because there's gonna be a part where you're gonna have to go up a long hill. Oh boy, some enemies.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here.
Ow.
It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Take that. Alright, let me go inside this shed right here. Some shotgun ammo and a shotgun. And a whole load of enemies. Back away. Take that. Shit, a big guy. Gonna have to flare it up. I should use my shotgun. Oh no. Oh! Should have dodged. It's a big lot of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a flashbang. Oh god, he's gonna come charging at me. Watch out. Take that. Oh, good. Right before I was about to run out of battery. Nice. Okay, so like I said, there's gonna be a big hill that you're gonna have to climb up, and it's gonna have a manuscript at the very top. But first, there's a manuscript over here by this fence. This one's kind of easy to miss, but that hill one is easier to miss.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Alright, time to find that path. Now remember that near the manuscript that's near the fence in episode 3, there's a big hill that you have to climb. It has like, and you know where it's nearby because there's that big tower, radio tower, on the top of the, right there, on the top of the hill. So you gotta actually look for the correct path. Should be around here somewhere. I think this is it. Oh! Oh! Ow! Bastards. Take this. Alright. So yeah, this is the big hill right here. So it's time to start trekking. And like I said before, this is probably like the easiest manuscript to overlook because it's such a big hill and it's pretty well hidden. It's inside the forest where the fog is and all that stuff, the wind. So you would not want to go in there unless you're just really, you know, like to live dangerously. So you might overlook this manuscript. Many people do. As did I the first time I played the game. So this episode actually is pretty tricky when it comes to hidden treasure chests and hidden manuscripts. You know, they hide them pretty well in this episode. So just remember that episode 3 has a lot of good hidden treasure chests and manuscripts. And like I said, this is a big hill, so I'm gonna do a lot of running. But luckily no enemies come and attack you while you're going uphill. Okay, it's coming to an end. So right here on this tower is where the manuscript is. And I believe some flares. Yeah.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
So yeah, as you heard earlier in this episode, that guy over the radio, Walt, the crazy drunken guy who I met in prison, yeah, he's had some problems with his friend Danny, and apparently he's been taken over by the dark presence Danny. It's just that Walter doesn't know that. So that's why he beats up on Danny. That's why Danny attacks him and he beats him up and goes to jail for it, because they think he's beating up a regular guy. The police thinks that Walter's... Whoa! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's some birds that come after you when you're going downhill. So make sure you dispose of them. But luckily, they don't waste your bullets, just your flashlight. So yeah, like, the police think that Walter's beating up on his friend Danny because he's just drunk and crazy, but he's not. He's only drinking because of what he sees Danny doing. He's being taken over by the dark presence and acting crazy. But no one believes him because he's a drunk. Feel sorry for you, Walter. Walt! Walt! Ooh, more birds. Not this time, buddies. Hehehe. Oh, where'd you guys come from? Oh, you guys trying to blindside me now. Well, I ain't Sandra Bullock. Do 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 do. I think I'm coming to the end of this hike back down. Yes, I am. All right. So yeah, that was took a little while, but hey, you need to do it if you want to get all the manuscripts. Oh God, you guys again. Out of my sight. Take this. Alright. Running out of ammo for my revolver. So I'm going to switch to the shotgun real quick. Ooh, let me check this shit. It might have revolver ammo. I think it does. Batteries and revolver ammo, yes. So I'm going to go back to my revolver. Cool. Where's the right path? This is the right path, alright. And over on the right side is another manuscript.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It sure is a shitload of manuscripts, but hey, it's the way it is in this episode. Cool, safe haven, emergency box, ammo, and batteries.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.